cards out in this deck. Give me the... Okay. Clock Tower. Somebody has an institutionalized perspective on something. What is it to be institutionalized? It could be you've been in jail like the majority of your life. You've been a slave the majority of your life. You've been in a church or some religious setting where they gave you have institutionalized thinking. In some cases, organizational thinking. You know what I mean, right? Something like that. Somebody could be in jail. Somebody's getting a new perspective as they sit in jail. There's something about a structure, somebody seeking protection. Whatever this tower, somebody could be in some special protection, or whatever they call it. Something about alienation, somebody's away, authority, something with the authorities. Yeah, somebody's in jail maybe. I don't see that as a sign. Whatever they were trying to manifest landed them in jail. That's why somebody tried to make something. They tried to change something. It's maybe some innovation. Somebody's being innovative. Somebody could be improving on some kind of product or something like that. There's something with the structure. Somebody's trying to make sure that a structure is protected. Somebody's taking down notes. There's something about an analysis. Somebody is separated from a group of people or person, whatever it is you love, you're separated. While you're in separation, there's something with the discovery. This could be legal. I believe it is. Institutions. Somebody could be incarcerated. Or somebody could be stuck with a way of thinking. Institutionalized. Somebody, wherever they are, they've been thinking like this for a long time. We could also be talking about a long-term inmate, somebody who's been in and out of the system, right? Very structured because of, that's all they know. All right, some folks ain't comfortable unless they in jail. I know because I had two uncles. They was in and out the jailhouse. They loved it there. Never mind. We have Aries that comes up. Let's see what's going on. Aries, there's something about you being impulsive and energetic, and you're doing this when you are decision making. So impulsive decision making, gotta be careful with that, right? Your anger built up over time, and now you can't forgive and forget somebody. It's hard for you to forgive and forget. Somebody did something to you guys. We have a Taurus that shows up here. You're slow, calm, deliberate. So you do things like, you don't move fast. Like, unlike Aries, Aries was making decisions while they were being impulsive. So you slowed down, though. You were calm. You were deliberate, though. That was your way of tackling tasks or, I don't know, getting through your to-do list, if you will. It takes a lot for you to get angry, but when you are, you like to tackle the situation head on. So you might have been fed up or you're becoming fed up with some situation. If you guys are pissed off a Taurus, they're very calm with the way they move, but when you piss them off, it looks like they head on. They're going to straight come for you. Straight up. I hope you didn't do nothing to piss this Taurus off because they're going to tackle. It says tackle you. See, if it was Scorpio, it'll say attack you. This one's they're going to tackle you. So they're still going to keep their poise and, I don't know, etiquette. They're going to keep that, but they're going to come for you like a shark. I'll be happy to tell you, like right to your face. They're going to tell you to go sit down somewhere. They're going to tackle the situation head on. So they're coming to your door. If you're a Gemini, it says here that this particular, because I just pulled up a gem before, and it said that they had it was one that needed some assistance with being a conversationalist. So this Gemini that shows up, you're good with your words and you can talk your way into any opportunity and can express your emotions very well. So this Gemini that shows up here is a little bit different. I don't know what this is, but somebody has institutionalized thinking. We have an Aries that is impulsive. We have a Taurus that is calm. but they're deliberate. We have a Gemini here who's good with their words, and they were able to talk this Taurus and this Aries into something, possibly. Or they could have all partnered together. We could be witnessing a dynamic of a group. There's something with a Taurus Libra energy that shows up Venus. Okay, so we have Taurus. Okay, that's what I thought. Your Venus sign reflects your aesthetics. Hold on. Values and tastes. It also shows how you express love and create common bonds. A Taurus and a Gemini. One is methodical. The other one is you're good with words. You can get me in somewhere. They had grounds to love and pleasure. Okay. Aesthetic values. Somebody's very good looking here. And not only are they good looking, they're probably a great, like they speak well. Or they're able to finesse through words. Whatever that means for you. No. There's something where a Taurus and a Libra, but this is Venus, so it could actually be a Taurus and a Libra that got together. They started talking first. Whatever this is, it led to some sort of conflict. They go in with conflict. They come out with conflict. All right. Authority and maturity. Somebody acted immature. There was an Aquarius and a Capricorn that showed up. They were acting immature about some situation. They were disorganized. They were not methodical. They were not committed to doing something that they were supposed to do. Aquarius and Capricorn had something going. It was like a plan or something. They counted on some Taurus being vain for some reason. Like you have a slow, calm, deliberate way of tackling something, but you don't ever really get to it until you get pissed off. And then you start, I don't know, foot's on next. Something with this Capricorn. This Capricorn was finding it very hard to take control over who, though? I don't know. They tried to do something. They couldn't change something. They couldn't take control of a situation. They couldn't do anything, or there's something impactful that they wanted to leave on the world, but they weren't able to. They are experiencing some sort of transformation in their lives, and it's very hard for them. They're having a horrible time. Let me see. Y'all can't see them cards. They're having a hard time transitioning into this new life, new world. It's hard for them to have a new beginning. This Capricorn. I feel like whoever this Capricorn is, they may have been doing shady stuff at some point with this clock tower. This person's probably in jail now, or somebody's scared of being institutionalized. Somebody's scared of going to jail. There's a Capricorn scared of going to jail, but they kept doing the same thing over and over again. They partnered with this Aquarius here. They also partnered with a Pisces to do something that lands them in jail. There was an Aries that did something prematurely. They did something without thinking. It impacted their decision making, but Taurus remained calm and they kept going. But they had to face something because it pissed them off. And they said, I have to deal with something head on. I believe they approached a Gemini about something. This Taurus could have approached a Gemini. When they approached Gemini, it was about a Taurus and a Libra. People who are aesthetically good looking. It says something about them expressing their love. So you guys could have had a Taurus and a Libra express their love for each other, and a Gemini got pissed off. There's something with this Capricorn and this Aquarius, so I don't know, how is that significant? All right, we got one. It keeps this Taurus again. All right, there's something with a Taurus, guys. Somebody who doesn't want to pursue their dreams or analyze anything. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there's a Taurus here who practices avoidance very well. They're like, they just don't want to be bothered with nonsense. Right? And they don't bother people until they have to. Something like that. I don't know what that is. What the heck that's about. This just could be y'all's energy. I have no idea. No freaking idea. You like... There's an Aries here that doesn't like their life intense. They want an easy life, as in I don't want to deal with stress, right? So they try and keep their environments as stress-free as possible. There's a Taurus here who is coming across as they're avoiding something, and they just don't have any will to get around to what this is. It's something about wealth. Wealth over mental health. They actually put their mental health over wealth. Whoever this person is, one of these people. Anyway, give me some cards. These reasonings are not going to make sense to everybody. They're not. Oh, Five of Cups. Somebody's suffering. It could be loss, sad, and regret. Maybe somebody had to walk away from a situation. It could have a Scorpio with the Five of Cups. Yeah, Scorpio is sadness and despair. That's sad. Alright, so some of you are dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, or this is just showing up in the energy. High Farant. Something having to do with, it could be a court. It could be a marriage. Somebody, Five of Cups, sadness, loss, regret. Somebody's sad that they lost you guys. This could be a Taurus energy with the High Farant, or this could be something with your, I don't want to say that. It could be a priest, a preacher, a pope. All right. Some of you guys have to walk away from something. Ace of Pentacles comes up reversed. Some of you guys were supposed to make the Ace of Pentacles and the court stopped it or something like that. Ace of Pentacles, you don't get the money, or you weren't offered some sort of a job. This could be a religious institution. We did start to read with Lenormand, right? The Clock Tower. This this organization could have actually been in a jail where you did not get an offer or something like that. Page of Swords. Somebody looked into something, or somebody's curious. What's this about? It could have been a Knight of Cups. So there's a Page of Swords. Somebody got curious about something. Something because people started gossiping about this Knight of Cups. So you guys were supposed to receive some sort of offer, and it looks like whoever you are, you look sad about it or something. Something having to do with a court or an organization or a preacher. It could be a preacher or pope. There's something where you did not get an offer for some sort of a job or a position or something like that. It was an opportunity for you guys to have some new income. So it was an offer to you, but you do have the Page of Swords where somebody is, this could be a younger person. They went looking into something. They went looking, or it could be a blogger. It could be an investigator. Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody went to look at something. Somebody wanted to know why you guys were imbalanced here. Two of Pentacles. How come you weren't able to commit to something? So I don't know if something was sent to you. It's an inability to commit. Somebody didn't know that something was an option, because Two of Pentacles is also having options. It's reversed. Somebody wanted to know why you guys... Give me more. I don't understand that. Why you weren't able to balance something? It's almost like why didn't you commit to something? I don't know if you received something from a court and you didn't respond. The Magician comes out reversed. Somebody did something dark. It could be a Gemini or a Virgo. You were supposed to get something from a courthouse about some money, right? The Ace of Pentacles comes out reversed. It was supposed to be a new form of income. This is what I'm seeing. It's supposed to be a new form of income. Right here, the Magician comes out reversed. There was a Virgo that intercepted or worked with a group of people to make something happen, right? They did some dark magic. It looks like they may have done money magic or something like that. I don't know what that is. But somebody went looking, and whoever this younger person is, give me one more. Five of Pentacles comes up. They found out that this person left you out in the cold. So somebody went to look. Listen, why is this happening? Says this private investigator. This Knight of Cups. Two of Pentacles reversed. And I think this may have been advised by a court, it looks like. I don't know. Don't quote me. But something about some money. They looked into a Virgo who was a part of some sort of organization. Or they did rituals. Or they were in something that is not, understood by the public, if you will. And they did something dark to leave somebody out in the cold. Yep, Five of Pentacles. They wanted you to suffer sickness, hunger, homelessness. That's what this magic was for, because they wanted the money. Ace of Pentacles reversed, Magician reversed. One more. The Devil. All right. For some of you, They wanted they wanted you to look like you had obsessions or you had drug problems or something, or you practiced dark magic, because this covers affairs, rituals, dark rituals, intravenous drugs, trafficking of people and children, all types of stuff. You were left out in the cold. Hold on, Five of Cups. They start to find out something about a group of traffickers. Give me more. Why this was covered up. Yup, judgment. Somebody called judgment on it. This could be a Scorpio. This could be a Capricorn that tried to traffic out a Scorpio. The Page of Swords start looking at this Magician reversed. It was some kind of corruption or something like that. It could have been a Capricorn. I don't know who the private investigator is. I don't know who that is. Let me see. It looks like it was at the direction of a court. It was like a judge or somebody or an organization had said, look at something. They couldn't balance something out. Like, I can't answer for something. I need judgment on something. So judgment comes up. Scorpio. Was this person trafficked? Somebody's looking to see if somebody's part of a trafficking ring. Yup. Going down. What is this? A page. Somebody withheld something. It could have been based off what they heard, but it goes back to love offers being held and rescinded. It goes back to job held, rescinded, but it also is in the hands of a High Farant. Now, this person is a traditionalist, so it says the card is upright. It doesn't say that they're living some untraditional lifestyle. It doesn't say that. Somebody's making some decision. Two of Swords. It could be this judge, because that's who I was thinking of. Give me one more. Give me one card to polish this off, because we see something's in the hands of the judge. Or whoever this is. It could be a Taurus of some sort. Three of Cups. They're asking, did your friends do it? Did the people that you go to for support do it? There's something about a celebration. A judgment does come out upright, so you guys could be celebrating. But when they look into it, they see that there were people involved. Three of Cups here who left you guys out in the cold. Page of Swords. Five of Pentacles. Why is this person left out in the dust? Their friends who were celebrating did something. These friends, because I'm looking at it from another area right now. You guys still can't. You can't. What was I saying? Three of Cups, Magician reverse the High Farant. High Farant, take a look at it. Magician reverse these people. Your friends or your fake friends. Whoever you guys are, you have these. There's going to be something that comes out. It could be through a court that somebody did something dark. You can say somebody did something dark, but until you have, some evidence, like a receipt that says, yeah, torture this person, da-da-da, da-da-da, and I'll pay you this way, or unless you can review a conversation had by text or encryption, like one of those, unless you can sift out and be able to see what was said throughout it, because that's where the things are. Some of these messages, because you'll, in some cases, never find these people talking on the internet, not after a certain point. They leave messages in medical records. They leave messages in the ID numbers. You know those tag numbers for products? There are messages all in there. So that's how they communicate. You have to be able to see it. Like, they even got messages in the freaking lottery tickets. Okay, don't play with me. Don't play with me. I read them suckers too. Take you back to the color your grandma's drawers got on right now. Don't play with me. What else we need? These folks is off. Four of Cups here. Somebody knows they gotta walk away from. So these people are walking away. Whatever this was about, I don't know what this was about. But whatever it is, somebody looked into it and they found out that it was your friends who now have to walk away, or you walked away from these people. They didn't want you to have projects. They didn't want you to have recognition. They left you actually defending yourself. And again, it ends with the Eight of Cups. So Four of Cups, Eight of Cups. You intensely just, like, the more I find out, Four of Cups, I'm getting tired of this crap. By the time you get to Eight of Cups, you're like, listen, I'm all set. I can't see you guys going back, whatever this is. All right, I love you. Bye.